We've come to the end of the month of March, which means it's now time to rank all three March 2022 releases that I saw from the worst to the best. I'm not including Morbius because even though I saw it on March 31st, its official release date was April 1st, so that will be in next month's video. With that in mind, let's get started. Coming at last place at number 3 is Turning Red, an utterly bizarre Pixar film, and not bizarre in a good way like Ratatouille or Up. Bizarre because it's way too mature for its target audience. There's lots of awkward discussions about periods and tampons, and while it's important to talk to your teens about puberty, there's a time and a place, and you as the parent who knows their maturity level, who knows their level of understanding, and knows the best way to talk to them about it, should be the one having these discussions. A Pixar movie should not do it for you. There's a time and a place, and a Pixar movie is neither. It also decided to throw a cheeky abortion reference in there for no reason, which again is out of place. Awkwardness aside, the main character just isn't that interesting. The movie has a pace that's way too frenetic to keep up with, and I just found the movie annoying. Number 2, Cheaper by the Dozen 2022. I'm not totally against the idea of remakes as a concept as long as you can do it well. If you can tell the story in a new and fresh way, go for it. This movie does not do that. It does tell the story in a slightly new way by having the kids be from a previous marriage of the spouse the main character married, which was an interesting way of doing it, but then the second half feels the need to preach, hit the audience over the head with the message, and treat them like they're stupid. The acting also doesn't feel as genuine as the one with Steve Martin. The kids in the Steve Martin version all worked off of each other well and felt like a real family. Each kid had something about them that was memorable. Hilary Duff's character was boy-obsessed, Alison Stoner's character was a prankster, Tom Welling's character wanted to be the perfect son. They each stood out. The kids in this one are interchangeable and have no distinct personality. The acting feels like they just went with the first take each time and called it a day. This movie was very cheap. And coming in at first place as the best movie of March 2022 is The Batman. This new take on the Caped Crusader is fresh and different. We get to see a younger Bruce Wayne, and instead of the film focusing on action, we see the detective side of him and why he earns the title of world's greatest detective. The new take on the Riddler is incredibly terrifying and brilliantly acted. The plot is engaging, the action is well done, and it harkens back to the spirit of the old Detective Comics roots. It was absolutely fantastic. It comes in at number 1. So go and share your ranking of the March 2022 releases that you saw, and I will see you next time.